pretty jewelry tonight?
Yeah, that's really nice.
Okay, coming up at midnight, I have the trifecta of greatness.
Wow.
We literally are doing 3 beautiful ballets and necklaces.
Wow.
Kind of these beautiful, kind of bolder classics. And we're doing them at such an incredible value. So if you see my necklaces I have on, and you're like, ooh, when? It's coming up at midnight. Stay with us.
Wow.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to believe the price. Is Kelly like jewelry?
Yes.
She does, okay.
She loves jewelry.
Yeah, I know she's a big crafter. Her and I talk craft.
She loves jewelry.
We love it. All right.
Yeah.
So this is a really unique unit that you created after
Yes.
the success of the regular shelves.
Yeah, and you know why? Because people were taking our full-size, 4-tier racks and putting them into corners and butting them up like this. And we're kind of like, yeah, that works, but is that really, the most elegant way to do this, the best solution? So what we came up with is what you're looking at right there, the corner rack, okay? It will join up with your regular 4-tier racks you can put one on either side, and it literally gives you the most amazing corner unit. Fits into any corner in that, or you could use it alone. That's the thing. You don't have to have it with the 4-tier racks if you don't want to. Now, these weigh 44 pounds a piece. They will hold, with the wheels, 75 pounds per shelf. Without the wheels, 150 pounds on each shelf. So you got a 600-pound weight capacity that you can, well, I mean, and here's the thing. The corners of a house are just wasted space.
Right.
Nobody ever uses them. I've gone out before and looked for corner furniture. It's so hard to find corner furniture, but you got this. Right. This is a great shelf.
Okay, we only have 3 colors left, right?
Just 3 colors.
This is it. So what are the 3? We have the...
So we've got the pewter, the original pewter.
Okay.
We've got the bronze right there, and then we've got the black, next to you over there.
And the nice thing about it is if you already have your Origami, the 4-tier rack, now that's coming up, but if you already have Origami, it's all designed to match.
Right.
So if you're trying to coordinate your, let's say it's your garage, you're trying to really get that garage organized, I really hope you'll go for this one. Now, here's what we're doing. Right now, you're saving $40 off. Is it 40? No, wait, sorry. That was $60 off. It's even better. Yeah, $60 off and another $25 on shipping. And again, black, pewter, and bronze are the 3 options.
Yeah, and what's nice about this is it is standalone, as I mentioned. If you do already have a couple of the large 4-tier racks, you can use that with these. These are big, big shelves. When you look at the distance goes across these, they're absolutely massive. I know they're over 2 feet. They're very, very big going across here. You can fit a tire on each one of these.
They're 29 by 29 by 59 high.
Right, so you're talking 29 by 29.
I mean, well, it's like this. Look at this big honkin' tub.
And there's room for another one.
How many of you have these Christmas tubs at home? Or you got them, you try to get yourself organized and you need to tub and you're trying
we can fit 2 on here. I mean, it's that big.
Yeah.
But I literally have put tires on these. I mean, full-size tires. And that's important. If you're somebody who lives up in, one of the states where you change out your winter tires, your snow tires, for your summer tires, you can actually store them because you don't want to store those on the ground because they get dry rot. But there's so many ways you can use these. If we come over to this one here, and the only reason I want to show this one so much is just because it'll show you how that full-size rack attaches. See, when I say attaches, you really just butt it up against it.
So here's the big one that's coming up, you guys, and then you just put it up there. And then the other one, Lou, is going to go out
on the other side. Let me see if I can get one.
Can we grab it?
Can one of you guys throw me a large rack, just like wheel one down here to me?
Yeah.
Because I want to show everybody, just doesn't matter the color.
It just makes your space so efficient. If
Thank you.
You've got that frustrating garage, you can't fit your car
So
in.
here's what we're talking about, all right? Is that these 2 will butt up like this. So if this were the corner back here, right? You've got one going out in every direction. Now, if you think about it, you got a ton of space. 29 inches across on this one. You've got 3 feet on that one and 3 feet on that one. So, I mean, you got a lot of room there for anything that you want to store.
I always laugh, too. Again, if you cannot fit your car into your garage, and it's been sitting outside year after year after year, literally this hour is the time to go a little bit crazy and grab these. Because you can see from this shot right there, now that's just smart space.
Isn't that great?
You can just take that garage that's so crammed full of junk and all that stuff, and then you get it beautifully organized like this.
Look at the bedroom.
You can find everything.
Yeah.
It's just so fabulous once you start working with origami.
No, it is.
Oh, I love that. It's just a corner unit.
Isn't that great? Just a corner unit in your bedroom, in your kitchen. I mean, anywhere you want to put it. And this is how it goes together, okay? It's 3 separate separate pieces. Well, actually, if you count the shelves, it's like, what, 2, 6, okay? You put the shelves in just like that. First you open up that back piece, you get your shelves in place. They just snap into place. They actually sit in these clips, and then you put the front piece on just like that.
Easy.
Yeah, it's super easy. And again, there's no A word with this. It's not assembly, it's setup. You know what I mean? Real seat, there's one of the clips. Yeah, it just drops into place. But that's impressive though, because remember, 75 pounds per shelf with the wheels on those, but 150 without the wheels. And this is the kind, I believe, like the corner piece, you're not gonna be moving it that much, you know?
Yes.
It's gonna go into that corner. So for me, I'm not putting the wheels on it. I'm gonna get that maximum weight capacity out
But
of it.
I will say, guys, what's really kind of interesting is even if you do load these up with the wheels on, because they do hold a lot, it's great because the other thing you can do is pull it out, I don't know, and grab something that fell behind it or clean behind it.
Right.
Like practicality-wise, and this is really funny, there's a lot of heavy stuff on here, right?
Yeah.
It's so natural. It's so funny. I literally was talking.
It's easy, right?
And I pulled it with one hand.
Yeah.
And didn't even think.
About it.
I just like, oh, it's all loaded up with heavy stuff.
But you're used to it, though. That's the thing. Like, for the folks at home, they're like going, well, that's not a big deal. No, it is, because if you've ever moved a shelf with a lot of stuff on it, it's hard to do. But once you get origami and you see how easily they glide on the floor, how good the wheels are, it's simple to do. And remember, these are all powder-coated steel, too, just like all our origami pieces. And I mentioned at the beginning, these are 44 pounds a piece. So when you buy one of these, you're getting a nice size box with 44 pounds of steel shipped to you for free. You know, if you don't buy it tonight, you know, because of the free shipping.
Yeah, and the savings.
And the savings.
Yeah, everything's on sale. Everything has free shipping, and it all ends at midnight tonight. So this is kind of one of those you, quite frankly, don't want to wait. I mean, absolutely don't. Now, I do want to mention, we will have the GOAT, the greatest of all time, coming up just in a moment or two. So stick around for that for sure. We also have a desk coming up that we have. We've got a lot of accessories that we've got available, and all of it tonight, again, is on sale from Origami. I want you to think about that crazy space you have that just makes you nuts when you walk into the room. Is it the office that's just piles of stuff? Is it your living room that just, you know, you just like to collect things and you keep a lot of stuff and you're just not very organized? Once you switch to Origami, you honestly don't realize how different your space can feel.
Yeah,
it's
totally
wonderful when you can finally get organized and you're happy and you can find junk and you know where it's at, and then you get rid of all the other stuff you didn't realize you didn't need. Or this is the worst part. Once you get Origami, you discover that your husband, yes, owns 5 different hammers because he bought them 5 times because he couldn't find the original hammer he bought years ago.
Me. Yeah, done that.
Yeah.
But you know, it's funny. The other thing about origami too is that you're going to find that you get that immediate sense of gratification, meaning like the box shows up, you open the box, you put it together, and you're done. Whereas with most furniture, you get it home. It always looks great in the store.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then you get it home and you're like, I didn't know there were this many pieces. And personally, I would put it off until I had a day.
You know what the worst part is? You put it all together, and then you still have 10 pieces in a baggie.
Pieces. Yeah.
You got the bag, you're like, what? Where were these supposed to go?
Right.
So you know, that piece of furniture is about to fall apart.
Yeah.
Oh, really quickly before we have to wrap up, you can even use this outside because it's powder-coated steel. It doesn't flake, it doesn't rust, it doesn't chip.
It won't corrode.
It won't corrode. It's fantastic. So even if you use this outside, we had one of ours in a shed for a while, an outdoor shed.
Yeah, you could totally do that.
You know, it was funny, it was an outdoor shed and I moved it indoors and it still looked great, which is wild, right? And we had a bunch of old greasy tools on it in the shed.